Hey, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're having a great little vacation this weekend. This particular section, chapter 3.2, is over logarithmic functions, logarithms. So, let's find out a little bit about them. First off, the definition of a logarithmic function is this. First off, it's very important that x is, basically that means what? It's positive. And we also know then that the a cannot be 1. And it looks like there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. And here's the actual formula for a logarithm. Y is equal to log a is base of a, x. And the reason it can't be 1, because what's 1 squared? 1. What's 1 cubed? 1. What's 1 to the 4th power? 1. That's why it can't be 1. And it's what means is true is this. This means that a to what power makes that x? This is kind of the inverse of the exponential function. That's what it is. And the function given by f of x of log ax. You read this log base a of x. That's all the definition stuff. And this is the logarithmic function with a base of a. Alright? And here we go. Here's what we're going to end up doing. This is the key. It's the inverse of the exponent. Notice a to the y power will give me this answer. So if I have that answer, and that's my base, I want to know what would be the exponent to make it happen. This is in a sense the exponent. We're going to find what the exponent would be to make that true. That's what a logarithmic function is. Okay? And how do we go about doing this? Well, first off, to evaluate logs, there's some things that you kind of need to know. And notice we have a lot of things here with 2, like 2 squared 4, 2 cubed 8. We have all the ones also with 3s, 4s, 5. Notice, I was really nice. These are the kind of numbers you're going to need to use. Keep this table handy. And if you look at your notes, it's on there. And I was even nice and didn't even take off the, I didn't make you fill all these out. So hopefully they're all correct. All right. How we're going to actually do this is the following. I want to find basically this here. What, if x is 32, what is the exponent that will make that 2 become a 32? That's what we're going to do. So, notice how it says use the force, Luke? Use the force? We're going to use the definition. In order to use these, we must use the definition. So you can think of him right here, Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right? We're going to use the definition. He was a good teacher. Use the definition. Use the force. Use the definition. That's my best joke today. Sorry, y'all. What this means is, by definition, I'm going to rewrite this. Notice, the 2 is the base, the x is 32, and the y, so plug it in. 2 to the what power equals 32. Now, remember that table I had a little while ago? I'm going to pop it up. See how I'm basing 2? I'm going to look for 2. I'm going to look over here for what? 32? And what is the answer? 5. 2 to the what power makes 32? 5. So guess what the answer is? 5. That's how I work that problem. That's it. Let's look at the next one here. I want to find, oh, so that was the answer right there, just writing it in there. 5 was log 32. So now let's find this one. Well, first off, let's use the definition. Like use the force, use the definition. So let's rewrite it. It will be 3 to the what power equals 1. Now this one's a trick question. What is anything, how do I say that? Remember laws of exponents, law 4 says this. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So guess what y is? 0. Because if it's to the 0 power, it will be 1. Woohoo! Alright? How do I do this one? Use the force. Use the definition. So I'm going to go 4 to the y power equals 2. Uh-oh. This one's a problem. Well, remember this. If 4 squared is like 16, it's not going to help me any. But notice, 2 squared is what? 4. But my answer is not 2. It's got to be 1/2. Because, remember, you're going backwards. You're square rooting it. And you have a fraction, that's going to be like a square root. 1/3 would be a cube root, 1/4. So anytime you're going to a smaller one, you're having a fraction for the answer. All right? And that's the same thing as y is 1/2 would be your answer. All right? Or that's also the same thing as -2. All right? Now then, oh, so -2 can't have negative though in your answers on those. So all be little fractions. All right? Notice this one. Use the definition. 10 to the y power makes 1/10. Now think about this. What would y have to be? Well, how do you get to the denominator? You got to remember laws of exponents. Law 3, which is a to the negative x is 1 over a. So if I want 1/10, y to the -1 would make that 10 to the 1 power. So y is -1. Okay?